Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be discussing the pros and cons of a recent stay I had at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. This stay will be at the All-Star Movies Resort, one of Walt Disney World's value resorts found in the Kingdom theme park area of the Walt Disney World Resort. I hope you enjoyed this video and determine whether or not staying here is going to be a must do on your next Walt Disney World vacation, and I'll hope you stay tuned for the next one. So for this video, I would like to give some context of what the stay included. And this stay was in fact in Walt Disney World Resort. This is going to be just for one adult, and it was actually in the month of January for this trip. And for this offering, they were doing a Florida resident discount at the time, and it was around $150, including tax per night, and it was for a 2-night stay for this trip. Now, we did select to do the standard room, which includes a queen bed and a pull-down Murphy bed. And for this selection, you could have chosen different areas of the resort, but I didn't make any specific reservations. The only thing that I requested was to be on the ground floor, and I was lucky enough to be on the ground floor. Now, with the resort, one of the pros is that it is fully themed to iconic Disney movies. The part of the hotel I was staying in was themed to the movie Herbie. There's also 101 Dalmatians, and there are Fantasia. Many different movies are going to be found depending on which booking category you do. There are specific buildings for standard and specific buildings for preferred. So you're not booking a view, you're just booking a building. Now, this building was a standard view, and where it was placed in the resort, it was one of the further ones from the main hall where they have the check-in desk, the food offerings, and also the bus stops for the resort to the parks, to Disney Springs, and other parts of the resort. But I find this a pro because this was next to the parking lot, and as someone who was driving to the resort, I was able to park and get out of my car and be in the room within a few moments. When but that is also a con. When I was going to the park and doing bus transportation, it was a little bit further from the bus stop. So it was a roughly 4 to 5 minute walk just to the beginning of the resort. Now, what I did like about the resort was the theming. Now, the pros and cons will weigh more in your favor depending on your situation. One of the cons is that the all-star resorts do in fact carry a lot of group offerings, so there are a lot of competitions, camps. So during our stay, we had some sort of competition, and there was a lot of people for that competition staying at the resort. So it can feel crowded with specific groups of people during parts of the year. So just kind of be wary, and especially because a lot of these groups are a little bit younger crowd, a little bit more just friends, part of sports or other activities. Just kind of pay attention that, when you are in the rooms, that there could be louder noises in the hallways or out in the common areas due to that more type of crowd. Now, one thing I really do like about the All-Star Resorts is the value that they bring. So you get a lot of the same perks as the other Disney resorts, but it comes at a much more affordable price point compared to other hotels. For me, I was determining whether or not I was wanting to stay on property or not, and this booking was around $150 per night. If you find a comparable room in the Disney Springs area, they may or may not have bus transportation, but also I was factoring in parking fees per night, and some of these hotels do offer resort fees. No matter if you use those perks or not, still gonna charge you. So when it came done with Walt Disney World resorts are a little bit better, where a lot of those fees are included in that per night cost. So you just don't feel like you are being nickeled and dime as much, but you are staying on property. You have cast members, you have security that are monitoring, people around, which I really enjoy. And one reason why I'll stay on property. Um, I really enjoyed my time at this resort, and I hope that this video was a little bit more informational. Um, Kind of my real life take from it. It is a big resort. Just keep in mind that it is not going to be an easy couple minutes here or there. If you forget something in the room, you got to walk back, especially these farther standard rooms. And interesting with movies, music, and sports is that their design is not exactly 100% copied. They do place the buildings in a different pattern depending on which resort you stay at. So just keep that in mind, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.